lovely people. I'm afraid it's just me today for your Chateau chat, so I will be talking to myself. Lionel is feeling really, really rubbish. He has got this horrible, horrible cold and a bit of a temperature and awful, awful cough. So he spent all day in bed yesterday. He's still in bed now because he was up for quite a lot in the night. So he is snoozing. I am here. So hopefully he'll feel better soon. He doesn't get ill very often. He never catches anything off me, like never gets a cold or anything. Even when I got COVID, when we were locked up in New Zealand for 2 weeks, which is a long story, he didn't even catch COVID off me then when I had it. So I don't know what this is, but hopefully he'll feel better soon. Meanwhile, I am going to carry on. I'm going to try and get the salon finished, which I can't believe how long it's taken. I wrote myself a list of all the stuff I've still got to do in here. So paint around lights. I did that last night actually. That's looking quite good. Second fill on lights if needed. So they're actually looking okay, but I think that one there still looks a bit dodgy, so I think that needs a bit more. Touch up ceiling rows, second coat ceiling, finish first coat on wood, which I was trying to do yesterday. So I've done all these sort of the panels using a roller, but I need to do the in-between bits using a paintbrush. So this look, multicoloured look, that's not what we're going for. It's going to be all blue. Fill wood holes, yes. The more you paint, the more you find more holes that need filling. Sand around light switches, because I filled around the light switches and then I wasn't happy with it, so I'm redoing that. Second coat wood, paint the windows, paint the radiator. That should be fun. I did the other side of it because we had the plumber, Derek, here, because he was messing around with the radiators. He actually pulled it out for me so I could do behind, and I did it with a sock. I don't know if you've seen that. You put a sock on your hand and then dip it in the paint, and it means you can actually get into all the nooks and crannies much easier. So I will go and find another one of Lionel's best socks and do that. Then second coat walls, clean metal work and reattach. So I took all the bits off the doors, you know, all the fixings, the locks, the like mechanism that goes up and down. I've taken all of that off because I want to clean it up because it's got layers and layers of paint on it. I want to strip it back to just metal. I don't know what colour the metal is going to be, but then I think it would look very smart to have it just the metal colour or just black. I think it would look really nice. I don't want to paint it the blue again because, you know, it just gets really, when it's got layers and layers of paint on it, it just gets really like blobby and you lose the detail in it. So I think that would look nice. I think that would look smart. And then floor. So floor needs a really good clean. There's a few bits of splodged paint where I've like splodged paint on here and then one of the dogs have walked on it and then walked it on on the bare bits. So that needs fixing. Just a good clean. And then we've got this wax that we bought that we used in the bedroom when we did the bedroom, and that looks really nice. But I might leave that until after Christmas now because it's going to be difficult to do because I think it takes a couple of days to dry. It's really smelly. You have to open the windows to do it. And we've got our like Christmas drinks party, so we're going to have like 20 people in here. I don't think I want 20 people walking on freshly done floor. I think it might make more sense to do it after Christmas. So we shall see. I shall keep going. Maybe if I just get a corner done so we can get the Christmas tree in and then I can keep going because we really want to get the tree this week. But there's no point getting it until we can put it somewhere because I don't want to keep moving it around and I don't want to leave it lying somewhere where it's just going to die quicker. So it might be a few late nights. But I'm fueled by tea and biscuits, so I will keep going. What else have we been up to? Oh, we went to London for the weekend, which was really, really nice. It was Lionel's granddaughter's first birthday, so she had a little birthday party, which was really, really lovely. So it was great to see Lionel's girls, see little Sienna. Really, really nice. So we got a bit of London as well, which I think was really good for us. We went to our favourite pub in Hampstead, where we had our first dates, which is the Hollybush in Hampstead, which is lovely. And I tell you, this time of year, Hampstead is just looking like something out of a Christmas movie. It really does. It's just so perfectly Christmassy, photogenic. It was really, really lovely. And what else did we do? Oh, we went to the V&A Museum, which we saw a really, really good exhibition, which was the Elton John's collection of photographs. So not photographs of him, he just loves photography. So it was his collection over sort of like 50 years, and he has got a fantastic collection of stuff. Really, really good stuff. Really nice, because Lionel and I are both photographers. I studied photography at university. So to see some of the stuff that Elton John has in his collection, like, you know, like the really, really famous stuff, like Richard Avedon, Cindy Sherman, stuff like that, these world famous photographs, and you turn a corner and there's one just sitting there on the wall, and you're just like, oh wow, cool, to actually see it in real life, not just in a book. It was really, really good. But obviously, he is Elton John, so there's quite a few naughty ones in there as well. Lots of naughty ones, which Lionel was winding me up about, because of course you have to look at it. Obviously it's there, but then you don't want to be seen to be looking at it too much because of what it is. So yes, anyway, really nice exhibition. Highly recommend it. I don't know how long it's on for, but it's very, very good. Then we just wandered around the V&A for a bit after that, because it was just lovely to see all the sort of the standard exhibits. It was really, really nice. So we had a proper little dose of London, which was really, really good for us. But that might have been where Lionel picked up a cold or flu or whatever it is that he's got. So I think you can probably tell by my ridiculous attire that we still don't have heating. The sort of ongoing heating saga. So I don't know where we left it with you, but so the electrician was trying to fix the motherboards that had been pooed on by the mice. So his friend was doing that. So the friend did it. Electrician brought them back, plugged them in, and apparently it worked for like 2 minutes, and then it went fizzled out again. So it was worth a try. But so now we have ordered new motherboards. So I don't know when they're arriving, hopefully this week. So we'll get those plugged in. We had a delivery of fuel yesterday, which is good. So we're all ready to go. We're all ready to go. We just need the motherboards to work, and then these things will work, which will be nice because I am very chilly. And oh my goodness, yesterday, I wish I'd filmed this, because I thought about filming it and I thought, oh, that'd be boring, nobody wants to see that. So we bought a new dishwasher, because in one of our previous videos we were whinging that our dishwasher died, so we bought a new second-hand one, and it was supposed to arrive yesterday, which it didn't. But I was hoping that they'll do the thing where they take away the old one when they bring a new one, because to take a dishwasher to the dump is going to be a pain in the bum. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going, I don't think the delivery guys are going to like unscrew the thing, take the front off, do the plumbing. None of that. That's too much to ask. But if it's just sitting there ready to go, maybe they'll take it. So I thought, I can undo a dishwasher. How hard can it be? It can't be that hard. And so I managed to get like the screws out that hold it in place. But some of them had like really broken, so that took a little bit of swearing to get right. And then I pulled it out, which was fine. And then to access it, I had to pull some of the drawers out from the cupboard next to it to get to the pipes, and that was fine. Took a little while, but it was fine. And then I saw all the plumbing underneath, and I was like, right, I can't figure it out because it's got some weird attachment. So I managed to get the waste out, that was fine. And then I couldn't work out where you can turn off the water to the taps, but I couldn't work out how you turn off the water to the dishwasher because it wasn't on the same pipe. And there was just like a tap handle to turn. And I was turning it and nothing was happening. So I Googled it and it said, take the tap off and then get a wrench and then turn the thing underneath. So I did that. That didn't work, that didn't turn. So I put it back on, and then I thought, okay, well, I try really hard. So I tried really hard and did manage to get the tap to turn. So it turned a bit, it turned it as much as I could do it. So I thought, okay, well that must be it, the water must be off. So then I unplugged the pipe into the dishwasher at the bottom. I thought, I had a little bucket ready because I thought, okay, the pipe is that long, so there's going to be that much water to come out. So I unscrewed it and it was just shooting out, and I put it in the bucket, and then the bucket filled up in like 10 seconds. I was like, oh, the water is not off. This is coming out way too quick. So then I was trying to the bucket was filling up. The pipe was only that long, so I couldn't even fit it into the sink. And I was just panicking. So then I was trying to reattach it to the dishwasher because I thought, well, at least that will stop it. But then the water pressure was so much that it was just spraying everywhere as I was trying to do it. I thought, oh, what am I going to do? This is all happening in 30 seconds or a minute. And I thought, I can't shout for Lionel because he's in bed. I don't want him to get out of bed and feel lightheaded and faint on the stairs on the way down while I'm trying to do this. I've got to be, strong, independent woman and get this done. So it's probably a good thing I didn't film it actually because there was a lot of swearing. It was not very ladylike. I was basically sitting there. It's like having a power washer in the kitchen. It was just shooting out everywhere. So then I looked at the tap thing again, and then I turned it, and this time it did turn, and I turned it all the way, and eventually the water did turn off. I think it must be that thing, you hear stories about when a car is flipped over, suddenly somebody's strong enough to lift it. I think it was the adrenaline made me strong enough to turn this tap off. And then I was just sitting there, soaking wet, in a massive puddle in the middle of the kitchen floor. It was so ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. And it took a couple of minutes, but then I could laugh about it. I was laughing about it quite soon. But I mopped up, I made myself a cup of tea, and I ate a whole half a packet of biscuits of custard creams in one go. And then they didn't even turn up with the dishwasher. So now we have a loose dishwasher sitting in the middle of the kitchen. And maybe one day the new one will arrive. But I have learnt valuable lessons in plumbing, which is mainly don't. And also realised I don't know where the main water cut-off is for the whole house. So maybe I should figure that one out before I try anything else. So anyway, I think I will leave you there because I'm sure this is more fun for you when Lionel is here as well, being Lionel. So hopefully he will feel better soon. Hopefully we'll be back to normal next week. Normal service will resume. In the meantime, I am going to carry on in here, try and get all of this done. Wish me luck. Yeah, talk to you soon. Thank you for watching. Take care, keep warm. Bye bye.